Hey guys, I just wanted to come quick to just tell you a little story that also happened. Well, not exactly today, I think 2 days ago, something like that. So, it's quite interesting and special, so I just wanted to kind of share, just so you can see how magical our lives are really. So, okay, where do I start? Hmm. Okay, first of all, I have this client, and it's going to be a bit about something regarding to this client. And I do think this client is a subscriber that he does listen to this audio, so he's going to know who he is. So, hi there, if you're listening. So, a couple of days ago, this client ordered the astrology spell, and I'm gonna get into it in a bit. And we already did some spells like the X-Pack one and the Skull spell. And then he was asking me about something that he thought was a sign, and he was asking if it's a sign, if it's a coincidence, and I told him there are no coincidences in life. And this is something I truly believe, and something that I've truly seen, that there are no coincidences. There really are not. But that's a long story about explaining all about that, so I'm not going to get into it. So, this is what I told him. And then the next day, I think, anyways, I need to explain how. For those of you who don't know about the astrology spell, how it works, it's I work with an astrologer that I choose myself. I was actually drawn to him, and then I tested him absolutely, all of that, and I really liked him. I liked his energy. I think he is. Well, I know he is really, really, really. Good. He's really good. He's like extraordinary astrologer. So, how the astrology spell works is that in case you're trying to get an X-Pack, okay, so we're gonna explain in that case, which his spell is. So, astrologer takes both of your charts, and then he compares them. He finds the best date and time for me to do the spell. So, basically, he looks at the transits, planets. I don't, I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not that fluent in it. He would explain this way better than I can possibly. But that's basically what he does. He looks when it's the most, when it's the best transits and things for the stuff we're trying to achieve, right? For both charts. So he's looking for best time to bring people back together, basically. And he gives me the date and the time. So we have the time, like a time slot, like half an hour or something, and the exact date. And then I get back to the client. I tell him we found the time. And it's really important with the astrology spell, because at the exact time the client needs to do an offering as well. So obviously I give them the time that's in where they live, so their time zone, and then I have my time zone, obviously. And usually it's not the same time zone, because most of the clients are not from Europe. So, I just went and said, hey, we have your time, and gave him the date of time and told him what he needs to do and all of that. And then he gets back to me and he says, oh my God, like this is the exact date and actually exact time when we had our first date. Like when we met and had our first date, I think that's what he said. And I was like, and he also mentioned, you told me there are no coincidences the other day. And I was like, whoa. So yeah, quite interesting that that date and time was actually the best to, perform a spell to get them back together, the same date and time of their first date, which me or the astrologer could never know when it was, right? So, quite magical, quite interesting, don't you guys think? So, if you're thinking everything in life is a coincidence, we can't really do nothing about it, and energy is not a thing, and magic is not a thing. Think again, because there's so many proof around us that it is, and I'm gonna share some proof here and there just so you can start really seeing the world as it is, the way I see it. Okay. Well, thank you for listening. I have work to do, so I gotta go. Bye.